This is a reminder on how to find the information for your independent novel project. When you're in my Schoology page and you've clicked on Materials, you scroll down to the very first folder. This is the independent novel folder, and it reminds you that your project, which is summative, is due on November 25th. So I open up this folder, and the first item here is the letter that I gave you the first week of hybrid learning, reminding you what the independent novel is all about. You were supposed to give this letter to a parent or guardian, and you can always reread it here. The second item is the directions for the project. I also gave you a paper copy of these the first week of hybrid learning. I have extra copies of these in my classroom, but if you can't find that blue packet, you can always click on here and it will take you to the directions for your Google Slide presentation. So as I scroll down through the directions, it reminds me I will be creating a Google Slide presentation and I will submit the presentation to Schoology when done. Then the next page goes into the 6 required slides of my presentation. And it tells me for each slide what that slide's going to be about and then what has to be on that slide. So the first slide of my presentation is a book cover slide. It has to include my book title, which will be correctly capitalized and punctuated because we do underline book titles. It will include my author, and there will be some type of visual, which is a picture. Once I have my first slide done, I'll start my second slide. And again, it's going to tell me exactly what has to go on this slide. This one is a conflict summary slide, so it's going to have a short paragraph with this information on it. The paragraph is going to be full of complete sentences and well written, so you will be graded on your grammar. And it also requires a visual, which means some kind of picture needs to be somewhere on the slide. And I'm going to continue through the directions until I have created all 6 slides, each slide containing whatever requirements were mentioned. At the bottom of this document, there is a grading rubric, so you can see how I'm going to be grading each individual slide of your project. And once I've looked at each individual slide and given it a score, I am going to then average the scores together to get your final score. Please keep in mind that whatever the score is, it will be a summative score. So it will be 20% of your final grade for this trimester. Once you have your Google Slides put together, you'll be able to submit them. Now, if you're not sure how to put your Google Slides together, here is a video on how to create your presentation. It walks you through how to get to your Google Slides, how to change the layouts, and how to make sure you have everything you need. Once those slides are done, you will go to the final item in the folder and you will submit your project here. Now the summative project is due November 25th, and if you're not sure how to submit a Google Slide presentation to Schoology, there's actually 2 different ways to do it. You can submit it as a PDF file or as a link. So you would watch these videos and decide which way you want to submit your project. And then you simply go over to Submit Assignment. You will choose your method. I'm going to submit mine as a PDF. So I'm going to find my assignment wherever I put mine on my Chromebook. Again, you might be submitting yours as a link. And once it's there, I'm going to submit it. I'm going to click on it to make sure I submitted the right thing. Yep, there's my project, ready to be graded as a summative. So now that I know that my project is done and I met the November 25th deadline, I can relax for the rest of the trimester. If you have any questions about this independent novel project, please make sure you talk to Ms. Borkerding.